Hey guys, welcome back to We Watched the Movie. Jay, holla at your boy Mike, bringing you a Justice League. I'm gonna stop doing that. Bringing you Justice League news. Zack Snyder has said, yes, I'm going to be directing Justice League. Deal with that. He is like the wannabe. No, he's not the wannabe. He is probably what Michael Bay wishes he could be.
He is.
Zack Snyder is like that. But you know what? It's really kind of scary because it makes me go, uh-oh, because it's like you're going to be directing the Batman vs. Superman. You're already directing probably another Man of Steel movie because they're going to grab Zack Snyder. And Joss Whedon, you isn't. So I don't know. It's like you're going to have like, you know, they're putting a lot of faith in Zack Snyder's hand. He's a capable director. He's a good director. He's got a lot of solid, 300 and shit. He knows how to shoot cinematography. He knows how to make a good story. But the problem is, you're going to do this right after what they say. Superman versus Batman.
They're going to shoot it back to back. They're going to shoot it right at the end of filming. And he's going to be the director of Justice League, obviously. And like they also announced that they're going to cast that pretty much no-name actor. He's a stage actor to play Cyborg. So they're bringing Cyborg into this movie now. There's rumors that Matt Damon could play Aquaman. There's also rumors that Jason Momoa could play him, which I think is
cheeky bastards.
Jason Momoa as Aquaman,
yeah, well,
I think that's perfect.
But if he put Matt Damon on it, that is a little bit cheeky because it's Ben Affleck.
It's my wake up.
Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna say it's a little bit like it's kind of corny. If it's you gotta have Ben Affleck as Batman, and you're gonna have Matt Damon as Aquaman. It's just kind of like.
Matt Damon's a capable actor. He's got the look for it or whatever. But I don't know. Jason Momoa though, I think that's a perfect.
Well, what if,
I can see him as Aquaman already. Just rises up like a freaking mermaid.
Yeah, but Ben Affleck and fucking Matt Damon in the movie. Batman is or Ben Affleck as Batman is saying something about the Batmobile, and then Aquaman goes, "How about dim apples?" Like it's just like, and he's like, they probably throw something there that's like a nod to Forrester or not Finding Forrester, Good Will Hunting. I don't know why I get Finding Forrester and Good Will Hunting mixed up, but anyway. But I don't know. The whole thing is just it's really, really nerve-wracking if I'm Warner Brothers because it's like it's Justice League. You gotta have this movie, and I said that before. Man of Steel was one of those kind of movies they had to have succeed. They're gonna go with this Batman vs Superman, another huge movie that they gotta have succeed. Now they're gonna push it with Justice League back to back after this, and it's like. I look at it like this. Batman's always going to sell. Even the shitty Batman movies, the Joel Schumacher directed Batman. If it says Batman on the front, you're going to go see it no matter what. Even if it's a nipple, butt cheek, cod piece extravaganza, you're still going to be like, okay, it's Batman though. You're still going to see it. This is going to be introducing, again, Green Lantern, The Flash, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Aquaman, Hawkman maybe. All these kind of people that most mainstream people aren't going to really know. Well, and then you got to have it succeed for them to be like, yeah, okay, fuck, let's get behind it.
Martian Manhunter. I mean, the only ones we know for sure, we don't know what lineup they're going to go with. The only ones we know for sure, I'm pretty sure since the rumors coming out, Aquaman's going to be in there. Cyborg's obviously going to be in there because they cast him for this movie. Wonder Woman's definitely going to be in there. The Flash, you would imagine, is going to be in there. Are they going to use the TV actor, though, that they're using in the TV show series? Because they haven't announced an actor for the movie. And I don't know anything about... Did you see that
costume, though?
The costume's fucking terrible. That is the worst costume I've ever seen in my life. Some people like it. I think it's... I can't even look at it. It's just like...
It looks like I went to Halloween Express and I got the deluxe. Like, it's like I got the $200
It looks like a fast food uniform with a helmet.
Like freaking Sonic. Yeah. Improved Sonic.
He looks slow. You can't make the Flash look slow. And then, so, I hope to God, if they use that guy, that's fine, but just at least don't use that uniform. I don't know if Martian Manhunter is going to be in there. Someone said there's a rumor that The Rock could play Martian Manhunter. It's crazy.
The Rock's big enough to play Martian Manhunter. But Martian Manhunter is like, he's kind of like, we must do this because this is the only way to do it. I have red eyes. Haha, and I wear thorns.
But I see what you're saying, though. Shooting that back-to-back is dangerous because then I have faith in Zack Snyder. I'm following it. I think Zack Snyder's going to do the continuation, and I'm cool with it. I know some people are... God bless America.
Things happen.
I know some people are really upset about it. Some people are very unhappy with it.
Did you say I have faith in Zack Snyder? God bless America.
But I do have faith in Zack Snyder. But I know some people, and these are mostly people who didn't like Man of Steel. We're huge fans of Man of Steel. I'm okay with it because I like what we did with that. But it is dangerous because just say, for instance, I mean, you got Jesse Eisenberg playing Lex Luthor. The casting choices are really ballsy. The casting choices are really ballsy. As much as we like Ben Affleck as Batman, it is ballsy and it is risky. We never shot away from that.
I don't know why they have to jump ahead so quick. Like, like I'm not saying, like, I do like Zack Snyder. I think Zack Snyder is a cool, great director. I think he's everything that Michael Bay wishes he could be, like I said. But the thing is with Zack Snyder, in comparison to what Joss Whedon and Marvel are doing, Joss Whedon has got this all planned out with Marvel. Marvel's actually working with him to get all their ducks in a row, and they're going to make sure that it all lines up and it down the road it's going to make sense. Zack Snyder, it's like they're always like, here's the fucking cake, eat it all. Yeah. And he's like, someone's like, oh, I'm going to try.
They're shooting from the hip, whereas Marvel's, like you said, has had this...
But doesn't it come off as like Warner Brothers just like trying to cash grab it?
It does kind of, but at the same time, I can't really complain as a fan because I've been sitting back saying, God damn it, why don't you get your shit together, plan some shit out and do what Marvel's
doing? Well, I would have...
You haven't even announced a Justice League movie. Like, you have no plans, no movies are announced. Even Sony's doing all this crazy shit with Spider-Man, and I've been bitching saying, DC, get your shit together, make your universe, do what you're going to do with it. And they don't have to do the same thing that Marvel's doing, but this is kind of, it does seem quick, and it seems like, okay, well, everybody's telling us to do something. Let's have a quick meeting for 20 minutes, and okay, this is what we're going to do.
DC's like that lazy kid on the bench in baseball that just sits there. He's really good, but he doesn't really want to play. He's like, I don't fucking feel like it. And then like, and the coach's like, you're amazing. Come on. He's like, fuck, all right. And then he gets up, and it's just like you're kind of slow to the plate right now. I mean, you're moving really like fucking molasses, and then you're also
all of a sudden it's just now we're going to go.
If you can do that, but you might be that stupid kid too, and just be like, I'm not even going to do it with two hands. Watch, wiffle ball. And you're going to try to swing with one hand, you're going to completely miss everything. So it's really dangerous. It's really risky. I hope it all works out because if anything else, having these awesome movies, because everybody wins. The fans win. If you have all these awesome, like DC Marvel, so it's not really DC versus Marvel. I hate that fucking argument. Like, who's better? Because they're great comic book movies and everybody's winning to go see them. The thing is, if you don't have them, if you're not having DC be successful and they fucking bomb, then, you know, it's like, so you got Marvel, and then...
It's going to make a shitload of money. That's not a problem. So there'll still be future movies, but the problem is, if you do this and you fuck up Justice League, they're right back to square one. And the problem is, like I said, I have faith in Zack Snyder. The casting choices are ballsy, though, and when you go with Superman vs. Batman, what happens if they take the story, Superman vs. Batman, into a terrible place? And you don't have the fans there to tell you this is wrong.
Yeah.
So... in a normal situation, you shoot Superman vs. Batman, it comes out, if it's fucking terrible, if they do something atrocious with it, the fans get really pissed, everybody hates it, then they have to sit down and say, okay, we're going to make Justice League, we're going to change some things. Doing it this way, they don't have that opportunity, because they're going to shoot it all at once, and if Superman vs. Batman goes to a terrible place, we automatically, as fans, know Justice League's going to that place too, because they shot it back to back.
Yeah, if they mess up one little section of a movie that they're shooting back to back, it will fucking ruin this part of that movie. Because if you're going to have them all interlock, and you're shooting at the same time, so if you're Zack Snyder, you're going to have to keep all this shit in your head. Yeah. Like, if I'm doing this here, then that's going to happen here. If I do that there, oh, can't do that. Oh, fuck, I'm fucked. Yeah. You know, he's going to, where's my tow truck? It's just going to be crazy.
And how are the scripts going to align?
Like, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you're going to have several writers writing at the same time, and that means that everybody's going to have to get along. If you have more people in the same room to try to figure out something, you know, there's going to be fights. There's going to be, you know, they might halt production because something might happen. The thing is, and that's why I like where Disney, when they acquired Marvel, I know everybody was like, oh my God, you know, the end of the world because Marvel is going to be owned by Disney. But Disney was smart. They were like, hey, look, Marvel Studios has been doing great. They are the comic book company now, that their own cinematic universe. They know what they're doing, and they hired a great guy named Joss Whedon with the Firefly. He had experience, he knew what he was doing, and then like they've really steered this ship to where they want to go with it. And it looks beautiful down the road. Mm-hmm. DC, it's just like Warner Brothers, whatever. They're just like, to me, a corporation. You know, it's like there's Batman, there's Superman, there's Wonder Woman, there's the Justice League. How many toys can I sell today?
Yeah,
like it's just like, it comes off as like that.
Feeling that way, even though I've always felt like DC right now is doing better in the comics world.
Yeah,
they're doing better in the animated movies world. But
the animated movies
got
are
stuff to prove
awesome
with the films. I mean, Batman's great. They did great with the Superman, Man of Steel. We loved it. But just the whole universe creating thing, we don't know how they're.
Would you have waited when you do Superman versus Batman, then you do maybe Man of Steel 2 or Superman 2, and then you do the reboot Batman with Ben Affleck as Batman, and then you do the Justice League movie? Because if Batman was going to come out in 2017, I know it's a long wait, but just imagine how much more like enriching it would be. I mean, you can finally introduce these characters slowly. You can get this built up, and I know people are like, well, you're copying Marvel. That's fine though, because it worked. Fucking if it works, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
What about a Wonder Woman movie? There's been talks about that. What about that happening in between? What are they doing with Green Lantern? Are they going to bring back Ryan Reynolds? I liked Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern. I thought the director fucked up some stuff like the suit. But Ryan Reynolds is Hal Jordan. I loved. I'd be fine if he came back in that role. But then again, if Justice League's successful, then if it does work, they can go anywhere. We're talking Wonder Woman. We're talking Green Lantern movie. We're talking anything you want. Teen Titans.
I think that Ryan Reynolds had basically said that, you know, based on the backlash that he had, and he knew that the script wasn't written to the point that like it was so written, multiple drafts, and it was all this crazy. I think he's done.
He said it had to be the right director and the right script, which it could be with Zack Snyder.
Well, I hated the fucking costume. That was a terrible idea.
Like, Zack Snyder fixed that.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, and I always thought that I liked Green Lantern. I didn't really hate it. The thing I didn't, to me, Ryan Reynolds is more like Kyle Rayner, I think, in the Green Lantern. He's more that boyish kind of charm guy. And Hal Jordan does have like comedy to him, but he's always been like also a serious kind of guy too. Yeah. Right now I'm in the camp of about 65% of it being not disastrous, but probably bad. Because when you do a back-to-back movie on those kind of like big grand scale movies, like if it was like Wonder Woman back-to-back with like, you know, Martian Manhunter, I'd be like, okay, maybe. Yeah. But you know, you're saying Justice fucking League, the big ones with this fucking Superman versus Batman.
But I will say at the same time, I mean, I'm gonna take faith. I'm gonna take faith in Zack Snyder.
Bite that wiener.
I'm gonna jump on that side. I know a bunch of people are jumping ship right now. I'm gonna stay with it. I think it's gonna be good.
I'm not jumping ship. I'm just.
No, I know you're not.
My toes in the water.
I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. I got my life raft blown up. But what I'm saying though,
I'll never let go.
This does help Superman versus Batman, and here's why. Everybody's worried. You got Cyborg in this now. You got this person in this now. There's not going to be enough time for what we wanted to see, which is Superman versus Batman. That's all you need in this movie.
Yeah.
But now that they're shooting it back to back, Zack Snyder doesn't have so much pressure to put them all in the first part. He can really focus on Superman versus Batman. Maybe show Cyborg in them for a second. Maybe you don't even see Cyborg turn into himself because he was an NFL quarterback, or not NFL quarterback. He was a football player. They got Star Labs, all the stuff going on with that. He can kind of tell a little bit of the origin story on the side, but you don't have to really flesh out him or Wonder Woman or anything. You can have the starting point to their characters, and then they could really flesh out come Justice League. So this leaves more room, I think, more breathing room for Zack Snyder to do Superman versus Batman. And I'm also psyched that we get to see Justice League in 2017. The way things were going, I didn't know when the fuck we were going to get that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Zack Snyder can deal with pressure. He can deal with, like, what's going on, because obviously I think he did a great job with Man of Steel myself personally, and I think that, you know, he can deal with things happening that's out of his control, and he can kind of bring it in and get it under control. But at the same time, it's dicey to me because I said these are great, giant, big movies, and because you're going to have so many writers probably working on it, it might become a headache when somebody's like, well, we're putting this character in here so we can interlock this story here because it has to be one shared cinematic universe. And then Zack was like, oh, fuck, I forgot to put that in there. So I got to reshoot it now, and it's going to be like another year delay, and then it's going to be delayed. That's what I'm afraid of. Like,
it doesn't seem like they know what they're doing. It seems like they're shooting from the hip and like, oh, we'll do this now. Okay, no, we'll do this. And it seems like I'm scared that you guys might be missing something. But who knows? Maybe they've had this shit planned out a lot better than we knew all along.
We're just playing devil's advocate.
It's going to be great.
It's just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
You want to, you know, hope for the best, expect the worst kind of. Is that how it goes?
I don't know.
I don't either. I read it on the fortune cookie, I think.
Guys, what is your opinions? What do you guys think is going to happen? They're saying that they're going to announce it officially at Comic-Con is what the rumor is. So we'll see. Who do you guys want to play Aquaman? For me, Jason Momoa, I think is perfect. I love that role.
I want the guy to play Jamie Lannister.
I can see that.
I know he could.
Adrian Grenier played him for a second in Entourage, but that wouldn't work in real life. But yeah, so comment below. Who do you guys want to play Aquaman? What are your thoughts? Do you think Zack Snyder and DC can pull it off? Are we crazy for thinking that there's a chance? Are we crazy for thinking there might not be a chance? What do you guys think? Like, comment, subscribe, share on your Facebook because that helps us a bunch, and go to our Facebook below and Twitter because you'll find shit there that you can't find here. Bloopers and shit like that we're going to start putting on there. So, till next time, guys, I'm Mike, he's Jay. We watched the movie.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.